releasing all of that you believed in that's not true, because you were hard-coded and hardwired with false information about who you really are. You got to take in consideration a lot of this information I'm talking about is the stuff that they have in the Vatican that they're hiding, that you'll never get access to. And they thought that by placing it there, because they thought they externalized everybody, they thought they had so many people externalized by using witchcraft and utilize EMF waves and all types of stuff to try to attack the people in various many different ways, television, through the music and all types of stuff like that. They said, okay, we're going to hide all these things from them. We're going to hide the history of Tamari, and we're going to re-rate their story, and we're going to go ahead and tell these people that they came from Africa, which is a program to keep you off your land and keep you from claiming your things back. And we're going to go ahead and reclassify them and tell them there's something else that they're not. And we're not going to talk about the 7 wars that took place on the land from 7 different countries. Excuse me, the battle that took place where 7 different countries came in and raided Tamari and took over Tamari. We're not going to talk about those secret wars right there. We don't want them to know about that. Because see, if we tell them about that, then that's going to activate something within them. It's going to activate a remembrance within them where they're going to remember. And we can't have that going on now. So we got to reclassify them. Books are programs. That's what a book is. They're programs. Okay? So what they did is they placed a lot of spells, a lot of ancient magic over the originals first. And when they did this on the higher realms. Now you got to understand. And here's food for thought for you as well. How do you know you was in your fallen state, that you're in your fallen state? Because if there's 999 dimensions, how the hell did you get all the way down to the 3rd dimension? Or the 4th dimension? Or the 5th dimension? Nefarious energy, those beings can only go as high as the 9th dimension. So if you fell all the way down to the 3rd dimension, where everything is physical, you're not going to see those who are operating on the higher dimensions, and you're not going to be aware of the magic, the witchcraft, the rituals and stuff that are taking place over massive amounts of people. This is what they did to the originals first. And then once they did it to us real good, then they started spreading it out all across the planet. Now you got to understand, these ancient beings, some of them are fallen Anunnaki. Very, very, very powerful beings. Very, very ancient. Who did deals with Lucifer. And then turn around and did other contracts with other nefarious beings to do the exact same thing around the entire planet. So now, as you are going about life and you're moving forward in life, you have dreams, you have things that you want to accomplish, things that you want to be, that's successful things, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. And then next thing you know, you're realizing that no matter what you do, it doesn't seem like you can get there. Well, let me tell you why you can't get there, or why you wasn't able to get there. Because there were certain things that were put in place to where not only would it frustrate you, but also you would chalk it up to circumstances or life circumstances, not knowing that these were actual spells that were placed over you and your entire bloodline. So what you perceive to be something that you decide to give up on, something that you didn't think you were going to accomplish, babies, dreams that you didn't think you was going to be able to get through. That's how evil these beings are. The goal was to see to it that none of us was ever going to be able to see our dreams come true. But a shift took place. 2 days ago. I want to share that with you. Because that which was blocking everybody on the planet has been lifted up. And it's been removed off the planet. So for some of you, you might have felt like you was in a haze. For some of you, you might have felt lighter. For some of you, you might have felt like rejoicing and didn't know why. Your ancestors have been rejoicing for the past couple of days and celebrating, unbeknownst to you. You may feel more lighthearted than you've ever been. But I want to share this message with you, babies, and let you know now's the time for you to start getting back to those dreams. And some of you guys are going to start having memories coming into you where you remember how you tried to pursue certain dreams that you couldn't accomplish. When those visions come back to you again, I want you to start pursuing those dreams, because we need as many creative people that we can get on this planet to assist in the changing of the planet for the better. Originals. Someone says, I don't know what I feel. You got to sit down, be still, and listen to your heart space. Come out of your logical mind and go to your heart. See, the one thing that they did in this country is that they got everybody operating in their logical mind, and that's not the way that you're supposed to be operating, especially if you're a divine feminine, baby. You're supposed to be in your heart space at all times. Divine feminine is heart space. Masculine is logical mind. However, masculines can balance out their heart space and their logical mind if they choose to open up their heart space to feel. This is how your discernment becomes stronger, when you have the ability to use both. This is I've taken off. It's always the heart space, baby. Always. Now, for some of you that have been under certain tight circumstances, I got a message for you. You're okay. Listen to the song Kendrick Lamar's Be Alright. You're going to be alright. There are certain workings and certain things I even did to assist a few folks to get them free from certain chains and things of that nature that they were operating under. Some assistance, some work I did for a few people, just to help you out, give you a little push, give you a little nudge. Your first eye's tingling? Now you know mama gonna bring out her scepter. You know mama gonna bring out her scepter, babies. You know that. I'm showing y'all something, and if you know, you know. Your right eye's been twitching? Oh, I love it here. Reading me like a good book. Today was very uplifting. I want you guys to get out there and get into your creative space as much as possible. I realized I was cutting myself off from my heart space by smoking bud. Now that I'm a week clean, I'm facing emotions I didn't even realize I had, anger being one of them. Healing. If you know, you know. That's right, baby. Isis, you are so beautiful, loving this energetic space you're in. Thank you. I see how bright it is. Very powerful. That is correct. You see, the signs are showing you all around the world by the brightness. I know I woke up one morning and I said, why is it so crystal clear out here? My goodness. It's like the skies were super blue. The grass was greener. It was just like this clear, crispy, clear, like thing going on with my vision. I was talking to my brother. I said, does it look crystal clear out here to you? Am I tripping? The fog has been lifted up off of a lot of us. Now, some of you guys higher aspects. Some of you guys have higher aspects that I've spoken to. They've given me some information to read, but they also gave you guys some information to read. Information that's been hidden long ago. I'm going to tell y'all something. The more I get to learn about myself and the world around me, the more beautiful everything just becomes. Life is such a beautiful mystery, and I like to discover a lot of things about this world as well as my own self. And I tell you, I've had the opportunity to find out a lot of information. There's been so much downloads and information that's been coming in on me for the past 48 hours, fam, that it's going to take me a whole week to process the amount of information that came to me. Because I now got to figure out how I'm going to disseminate it. What can I share with y'all? What can I not share with y'all? It's just a lot going on there. Okay, a lot going on. But I want to say, yeah, phones are cleared. Phones are cleared. Your phones are cleared. Your bodies are cleared. You see, there were things that were actually placed inside of your body via the food, where these quantum computers and even different types of beings have the ability to not only track you, but also read your energy. You see, it's a different type of game out here that's being played. There's several different worlds that are happening all at the same time. Okay? That's another thing I'm going to share with y'all. This is a multi-dimensional world. There's several different things going on all at the same time. Some of you guys, I'm realizing that you're just starting to come out of your sleep. So I'm going to be gentle with you coming into this understanding. But some of y'all have me fooled. I thought that some of y'all were on a certain level of thought. But I'm realizing there's baby steps for you. And it's okay. My goal wasn't to scare the crap out of y'all on that last live I did, because I know some of y'all was shooketh. Some of y'all was shook. Some of y'all was like shocked. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the stuff that I was breaking down in that live, y'all was bugging the hell out. Hard body. And I was addressing you masculines. That was my time to address you masculines. Okay? But I also had to take consideration that I always have to meet people where they are. And so I'm meeting you where you are, not trying to overwhelm you with information that you may not be ready to hear just yet. And I literally drive by a cop car that's just sitting there with lights on, but whenever I pass by the lights turn off. Isn't that interesting? I'm mad I missed it. Yeah, that was one of those lives where you had to be there. I was in rare form that day. I was in rare form that night. And it was one of those lives where you had to be there. If you wasn't there, then you just missed it. If you wasn't there, you missed it. That's just what it was. But it was a dope live. I just said too much in that live. So I said, yeah, I won't be saving that. I won't be saving that. Oh, Wigs was out and listen, I don't even think anybody had any wigs by the time I got done with that live. I saw folks that were bald headed. Bald headed. They didn't have no hair, no trace of hair. Okay? Your fleets have awoken. They have been activated. See, some of y'all out here, because you don't know who you are, but soon come you will find out who you are. Certain activations had to take place. Certain things have awoken. Certain beings have awoken. Certain destinies have been returned that were swapped out. Certain consciousness transfers had to be returned back. Originals, listen to me carefully, because this is going to blow your wig all the way back. I mean, when I say the wig going to get blown back, listen to me carefully, babies. The kings and the queens of Tamari have risen today. They have arisen out of the earth. Further, when the big clearing took place on the planet 2 days ago, the visual that was shown was that we were actually in the dirt. And as the clearing was taking place, we were rising up out of the dirt. And all the dark smoke and the dark clouds and all the dark heavy things and the seals and the sigil magic and everything that was keeping us held down had dissipated. Their time is up. So you're going to continue to keep seeing huge changes on this planet. And I mean huge changes on this planet. You see, they understand that there's nothing they can do to stop what's coming. That's over and done with. Now, I will let you know this. There are certain forces out here that know that they can't stop what's coming. So what they're doing is they're now hitting the algorithms through social media, through TV, and other areas to try to lower your frequency. And how they're going to do this is that they're going to hit the people who are unhealed. I'm going to school you on how this works. When it comes to anything evil or dark, or when it comes to baneful magic, things of that nature, dark magic goal is to do one thing and one thing only: hit the area